fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again, you know? Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Political Makeup. I am Chelsea. Today's video is on the topic of collaboration, inspired by the products I will be using from a collaboration between e.l.f. and a YouTuber named Ohema. I really hope I said her name right. For primer she uses, or the collaboration primer, is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with 4% niacinamide. So I want to start off by saying that this e.l.f. collaboration isn't really much of a collaboration. Like, when I saw it, I thought, oh, like, she came out with products. No. It's just a box of her favorite things from e.l.f. When I saw this collaboration, it inspired me to make today's topic collaboration because, frankly, collaboration is one of those things I do not see a lot in life, in society, in our government. Like, whether it's intentional or not, it just seems like no one really wants to get along or work together. And a lot of people have kind of just stuck to their side and said, you know what, this is what my side is doing, and every side kind of now has its own, like, rules. Like, everyone is so divided that there are so many, like, different groups. There are groups within groups. Like, wow. The biggest place where I see no collaboration is within Congress. And that right there, everyone knows that that's intentional. And if you don't believe that they're intentionally fighting on purpose, go look at the last time something was passed in a bipartisan manner. And I had to Google what is considered bipartisan. Tell me why something is considered bipartisan if only one member from the opposite party votes in agreement for it. That's how a bill is considered bipartisan. Literally just one opposing vote. I always thought it had to be a vote of like 5 or more. No, it's only one person, which is why they claim, you know, certain bills were passed in a bipartisan effort, but then when you look, it was like maybe 1 or 2 of the other side who voted in agreement. I just kind of think we as a society need to do better in terms of collaborating with one another. As a society, need to collaborate more. A lot of things can happen when we collaborate. Like, think about it. The amount of people that get canceled on social media in the matter of hours only happens because of collaboration. If we could collaborate this much to take down, you know, innocent, average civilians. I'm not going to say innocent because sometimes they're not. But if we can work together to cancel someone, like a random person on the streets, imagine what we could do if we could cancel the politicians. Imagine the power we would hold if we basically flipped the script on them. It's something that they're not expecting. They're not expecting us as the people to collaborate because they have convinced us that the only thing or the only way we're going to get things done is if it's done only a certain way. For, like, pick a topic and everyone in Congress will tell you that it has to be this way or no other way. But when you ask the average person, when you have a conversation with someone, you find out that most people are like, okay, yeah, like, yeah, we understand, and this is what we think. Like, if you look at the makeup of what Congress wants versus what the people actually want, you will find more times than not, no matter what side of the political aisle they are on, they don't vote in our interest. They had no problem passing the bill for aid to Ukraine like that so quickly. That budget for Ukraine was passed. Now, don't get me wrong, Ukraine does need help, but the fact that there was zero hesitation to giving Ukraine money, yet we are still debating whether or not college should be free in America, or either whether or not, we should address the predatory student loans. I'm just saying, like, it's giving very much fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again. Congress can collaborate on very few things, and I will tell you what they are. The defense budget, because no matter what, that defense budget is always going up. That's number one. Number two, anything that benefits them. And that means any tax cuts, any legislation, like anything that benefits them, they will pass it with the quickness. And I forgot my third reason, because I'm an off the script bitch. Like, I'm giving it to you real. I'm giving it to you raw. I'm telling you what it is. The U.S. government has racked up a bill so big that even they can't pay for it. They're having to borrow money from other countries. But somehow, some way, the United States government has convinced the average voter that there's no way in hell we can cancel student loan debt, because it should be the responsibility of the payor. Meanwhile, the American taxpayer is currently paying for the debt of the United States Congress. Yet, first things first, let's get all of the identities out of it. Skip the identity politics. Like, at this point, we need to just let go of it. Because when we start talking about the identities and this, that, and the third, that's when people like to act the fool. And I just don't have the strength for it. So the next product in the collaboration I already own, so I'm just going to use it. It is the e.l.f. Brow Lift. I just think we have bigger fish to fry than whether or not CRT needs to be taught in schools. We have bigger fish to fry than whether or not drag queen story hour is predatory. It's crazy how politicians, the media, big corporations, basically the elite, have figured out a way to collaborate against us, yet we can't figure out a way to collaborate against them. Like, yo, we are on track to have another Biden-Trump presidency, and not you, I keep saying you and generalizing. I should stop doing that. But it seems like we don't want to do that. Like, it seems like everyone is just stuck in their little boxes, and it's very frustrating. I don't know, maybe I'm just an optimist, but I feel like we, the people, just need to just sit down and have a conversation with each other. Like, fuck the politicians. And I mean this with my whole chest. Fuck the politicians. Like, I guess there are a few who are okay, but there's no such thing as a good politician. Like, you've either haven't been there enough to be corrupt, or you've been there too long. There is no in between. There isn't someone who's been in Congress for, like, I don't know, like 3 terms. They've either only been there for like 1 or 2, or they've been there for like the last 10. which is like, bro, they know how to collaborate better than we can. And it's like, I guess the only reason why they can is they have one objective, and we, the people, have so many different objectives. Like, if we collaborate, we have to think about how it's going to benefit us before we think about how it benefits anyone else. Which is crazy because the politicians are just like, look, bro, as long as we get money, I don't give a fuck. The next product is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I have never used one. And it also came with a brush. The brush was like $6. We could be collaborating against the machine, but we are busy collaborating against each other. And Congress is just doing God knows what. Most of us are oblivious to what the fuck is actually going on, which is why I'm glad for the celebrities who are speaking out and saying something. And by celebrities, there are only three people in particular that come to mind when I say that they're speaking out against the machine. If you know, you know, but since not everyone will know, I will tell you. It is Russell Brand, Jon Stewart, and Bill Maher. Like, who would have fucking thought 3 former comedians would be fucking saving this country or attempting to save this country, and people are just like, you're not funny anymore. Is this the time to be funny? Like, you're concerned about Bill Maher not being funny anymore. Meanwhile, the man is spinning facts. Y'all are keying, but he's telling the truth. Russell Brand is literally showing the collaboration between the media, the government, and some in the most recent videos I've watched, the military industrial complex. Ooh, I can't speak, but like, my dream would be to collaborate with one of them because they're doing the shit that I want to do. The eyeshadows are the bite-sized eyeshadows. I got cream and sugar and I Love You a Latte. I'm going to use I Love You a Latte and do the eyes off camera. All right, so I did my eyes. I just kind of did like a, I don't know, neutral eye look. I don't know what the fuck to say. The next product is the e.l.f. Lash and Roll Mascara. I honestly didn't need a new mascara, but because it was part of the collaboration, I was like, you know what? Why not give it a try? Wow, that's actually a really good mascara. This is just one coat. Slay Queen. So I don't know why I do this every time. Every time I film a video, I'm always like so into the mirror. Like, you can never see my face. But as I was saying, that's the beauty of collaboration. You never know what you are going to get yourself into. And you're probably going to see that most of the time, all you needed was just a little bit of exposure to see the benefit of what collaboration can have, you know? I'm going to finish with my lips and then come back with my final thoughts. I will say that the lip gloss we will be using is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade. Where is the shade? Mocha Twist. I remember last time I couldn't find it. Oh, she slayed that. Stop. Don't play with me. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Come on, baby. Don't play with it. Nah. Just slaying it. Spend all day in it. Let me stop. I know there's gonna be trolls out there telling me I look ugly and everything, but I don't give a floopity floop. Because guess what? Me being ugly is not your concern or your problem. The government stealing from you is. Collaboration is really important. And I wholeheartedly believe that if we, the people, can collaborate together, regardless of party, regardless of race, regardless of gender, regardless of sexual orientation, regardless of creed, regardless of all that fucking identity shit, I truly believe that if we, the people, come together, this country can be great. This country can be the most beautiful thing it can be. It has the potential to. But because we're too busy fighting with each other, whether unintentionally or whether by design, we can't see that we all want the same thing. And what we all want is for a better place for not only ourselves, but for our future kids, our grandkids, the next generation. And what are we going to say for ourselves if they have nothing to see for it? You know? So I really hope that someone out there sees this and will hopefully decide, yeah, enough is enough. I'm gonna stop fucking with my party and start fucking with the people. Because at the end of the day, if the money is gone, guess what? They're not coming to you. The politicians aren't coming to save you if this country experiences a Great Depression like economic collapse. They won't. Guess who will be there for you though? Your neighbors, the people on the street, the people in your community. So instead of preparing for the worst, why don't we work towards success? Why don't we work towards not having that? Where we disagree is who should be paying that, who should be funding that, who should be monitoring that. So keep that in mind next time you go into the voting booth. That you're not voting for a politician who represents you. You're voting for a politician to put into the system. And you'd have better luck collaborating with your neighbor to get something done than sending a letter to your congressman who's probably sending an aide to respond to it and has already made their decision because, let's face it, a lobbyist already made the decision for them. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Political Makeup. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below any other episode ideas you have for Political Makeup. What my schedule for Political Makeup should even be like. Because frankly, by the time this video goes up, I think it's going to be a month since the first episode of Political Makeup. So don't clock me. If you can, please share this video with someone. Help them get on board of the train to collaborating for a better future, collaborating for a better America. Check out Russell Brand, check out Bill Maher, check out Jon Stewart if you want to. I almost said John Mayer. That's why I hesitated. Sorry. I'm so sorry to Jon Stewart. It's just like all the Johns just get combined, you know? If you really want to really get this message across, send this video to Russell Brand. Send this shit to Jon Stewart. Send this shit to Bill Maher. I'm trying to build a bigger platform. I'm trying to build a bigger thing. And I think by collaborating with either one of those three would really help with the message. Because, like I said, these people are celebrities. Because at the end of the day, they still got a good check. Me? If this economy collapses any further, if inflation increases by another $1, it's cooked for my ass, okay? Anyways, subscribe to my channel because I'm a cool ass bitch and the road to collaboration takes effort from both sides. So if I put out the videos, you gotta subscribe. But I'm just kidding. Anyways, I love you peeps. Stay safe. Bye.